So one of the great things about this area of La Joya de Ceren is the rich soil, the climate, and the resources of water that were nearby that allowed this area to be rich and bountiful when it came to agriculture. So various types of plants, herbs, vegetables were grown here, and they were all part of the Mayan diet. So if you look back, we can see some of the natural foliage of the area and how beautiful and bountiful it is till this day. Behind me here is this large tree called Conagaste, and the wood from this tree is so great. But one of the strange things about it is that when you burn this wood, it doesn't turn to charcoal. It goes straight to ash. By the looks of it and the size of this tree, it is more than hundreds of years old. Isn't it beautiful? So we're standing here in front of El Rio Sucio. This is the main water source of this river for La Joya de Ceren and the entire village and area around here. As you can see, this river is huge. Because of this river, people lived here for fishing, hunting, and the water was so pristine that a type of snail that grows here can only grow here because of the pristine, crystalline water of this river. Take a look how beautiful this is.
We're here on the rainy season, so the river has a mud color due to the clay-rich soil that is mixing with the water. In addition to making agriculture possible, the river provided a variety of fish and crab to eat. The river also attracted animals such as deer, ducks, and rabbits. Let's just say the people here ate really good.
So we're standing in front of another family home, typical pre-Hispanic Mayan family home. But this one is a little interesting because it is believed that an artisan lived here. And that is because they found a mound of clay along with andesite stones that were used to smooth the clay whenever they were making pottery. In addition, they found several pieces of clay vessels and clay plates. You could take a closer look. But as I mentioned before, your typical Mayan family home had a storage area, a bedroom, and a kitchen.
We're looking at the artisan's storage room. Here we can see the wooden post used for the frame of the house. By now, you may have noticed that there is a roof built above us. This is because El Salvador is very humid all the time. This canopy type roof protects the archaeological site from the elements. In addition, a platform walkway allows visitors to see the structure without causing disturbance.
So now we're standing in front of a shaman home in a ceremonial area where the shaman conducted all sorts of rituals. It is believed that the shaman was female due to the archaeological artifacts that were found here, such as mortars and pestles that were typically associated with female. In addition, a deer skull was found that was used as a mask for some of the ceremonies. The ceremonies typically entailed fertility and corn harvesting or any harvesting of their agricultural activities. So it's really, really interesting. In fact, there were also two hearts that were found in each of the structures.
Here is a closer look at the structure where the shaman conducted ceremonies, rituals, and healings. Next to it are the remains of the shaman's home. Archaeologists are still uncovering this village from volcanic ash. In fact, the shaman's home and ceremonial place was not uncovered when I visited 2 years ago. The preservation of organic materials such as earthen architecture, crops, natural environment, coupled with the knowledge of the local indigenous people, allows for a very clear picture of what life was like for a typical Mayan farming family in pre-Hispanic times. This archaeological site also has a museum where we can see some of the artifacts that were found, such as the beautifully decorated pottery. Stay tuned for part 4 when we walk through the museum. Until next time, see you soon.